me thank you all for attending our first 2012 Ross Blackie Talbot Charity Classic Press Conference. Our fundraising charity focus for next year is building a healthy future together. Before I announce the 2012 recipients, I would like to thank our 100+ corporate sponsors for the continued loyal support, and especially our lead sponsor, HSBC. I would also like to thank Mr. Phil Butterfield, CEO of HSBC Bermuda Limited, for his unwavering support of the Ross Blackie Talbot Charity Classic and the encouragement that he has personally provided to me throughout the many years. Without this type of support, it would not be possible to hold, organize, and manage this major charity community event. Your overwhelming support enables us to ensure that a significant portion of funds raised go directly to the selected charity recipients, while also permitting us to keep the registration fee at a price that allows everyone to participate in the tournament. In addition, your support permits us to sustain the tournament's very high standards. Thank you again for your valiant and much appreciated support. Next year, we will celebrate our 20th anniversary and final tournament. We plan to exit on a very high note. The event will kick off with a new hole-in-one competition sponsored by Cablevision at Ocean View Golf Club on April 7th, followed by the Celebrity Pro-Am tournament sponsored by HSBC to be held at Rosewoods Tuckers Point Golf Club on Tuesday, April the 10th. The main event will be held at Riddles Bay Golf and Country Club from Wednesday, April 11th through Friday, April 13th. Lastly, we plan to go out with a big bang with the grand finale, which will be a gala banquet sponsored by Bacardi International to be held at the Fairmont Southampton on Saturday, April the 14th. The theme of the gala will be Take a Bermuda Buggy Ride with Blackie. Ladies and gentlemen, to the reason why we are all here this morning. The successful recipients that will benefit from our 2012 fundraising efforts are, under the category Education, the Adult Education School, the Ross Blackie Talbot Education Awards, the Ross Blackie Talbot Foundation, under Environment, Bermuda Zoological Society, under Health, Bermuda Hospitals Trust, Charitable Trust, PALS, under Heritage, the Bermuda National Trust, and under Youth, Bermuda Sloop Foundation, and under Family, the Family Center, under the Seniors, Age Concerned Bermuda, the Airy Foundation, and lastly, under the Arts, the National Dance Foundation of Bermuda, and the Bermuda National Gallery. We are, of course, extremely pleased and proud to be able to assist these wonderful charities that's doing so much work in our community. And I know you would like to join with me in congratulating them.
Say, from the perspective of the Charity Selection Committee, it was one of those things that, you know, you're really happy that you had lots of them to be able to go through, but you recognize that there are going to be some people that are going to be disappointed. But I think I just want to remind everybody that the theme was building a healthy future together. So what we've tried to do, we've tried to choose charities that will, if you will, cover the broad spectrum. And for some of those who have not been successful, we've also looked at ways in which they can be helped by other charities that we have chosen. Because the one thing we recognize that there was a degree of overlapping, and I think you have to recognize that once you start trying to do things, there are lots of people that fall in different categories, and if the aim is to improve our Bermuda, then sometimes the collaborative effort is what's going to be very successful for Bermuda. So because we have a number of charities to come forward, I'm going to call the charity name. If you can come forward and receive your plaque, and then if you're able to go back afterwards, I'm going to encourage all of the press here to get together, speak to some of the charities, find out more about what they're doing, and of course we're going to have a picture afterwards with everyone. So the first category is the Adult Education School, and we are going to give them funds. Once we've raised this $400,000 that Clem has set as our target, we're going to make a contribution towards their Opportunity Scholarship and contracted psychosocial services. And there's this Donna Daniels accepting on behalf of the Adult Education School. Committee gives scholarships for students who have completed the second year but have demonstrated academic excellence and financial need. And Mindell Good is accepting on behalf of the Charity Classic Scholarship Committee. The next recipient is the RBT Foundation, and this foundation provides funding for students who are pursuing studies in the arts, and Bill Thompson's accepting on behalf of the RBT Foundation. And the next recipient is the Bermuda Zoological Society, and this is for their schools program, which provides free classes and educational tours. Linda Johnson is accepting on their behalf. The next category, the Bermuda Hospitals Charitable Trust, which we will be making a contribution towards the new acute hospital campaign, and Wendy Augustus, the executive director, is accepting the banner on their behalf. Also in the health category is PALS, and we will be making a contribution towards the hands-on care of cancer patients in their homes. Ann Smith Gordon will be accepting the banner on their behalf.
Do I get a kiss? Why not? You want this
Well, there's going to be a lot of togetherness around here. In the heritage category, the Bermuda National Trust, and we will be making a contribution towards the community garden program. And Deanne Hart will be accepting on their behalf. The one thing I must say as we go forward, in the youth category, in order the Bermuda Sloop Foundation to sponsor spots on the student crew and cover participant voyage costs. Denise Revere will be accepting on their behalf. In the family category, the Family Center, and Martha Dismont will be accepting on their behalf, and this is for the Family Case Management Program. Thank you, Martha. Needless to say, if some of you are not involved in a charity up here and you'd like to volunteer, they're always looking for extra people, so don't hesitate to come forward. In the seniors category, age concern, and Claudette Fleming will be coming, and this is for the support program for those in financial need. Claudette Fleming. Also in the seniors category is the Airy Foundation, and this is for home support for older adults, and Dr. Edmina Bradshaw will be accepting. In the arts category, the Bermuda National Foundation of Bermuda for the Young Dancers Program, and Sherry Lynn Pringle will be accepting on their behalf. Also in the arts category is the Bermuda National Gallery for the Youth Camera Action Program in middle schools, and Lisa Howley will be accepting on their behalf. That's it for our categories, but I think...
Good morning, everybody. This is the easiest job in the world, to just say a few words in support of what I think is so uniquely Bermudian, and an activity which I hope has life beyond 2012. As Clem says, you know, we're going to go out on a high note, and I think the assortment and you know, community impact of the charities that have been chosen this year is truly reflective of every aspect of our society, and ought to be a galvanizing force to get us all fully engaged. And Clem, I know you think $400,000 is a tall target, but I am convinced that if we work, if we focus, and if we commit ourselves, then 400 is in the bag, and you really should set your sights a little higher. Numbers that begin with 5 and have 5 zeros after them, you know, are better than numbers that begin with 4. So I really do believe it's within our gift to do something extraordinary in the last year of a charitable endeavor that really has made a huge difference in our country. Clem and his colleagues have given us an opportunity to demonstrate humanity toward one another, an opportunity to use our goodwill to help others. And I think that's what needs to be celebrated in 2012. And I'm confident, Clem, that you and everyone here represented in this room are going to do extraordinary things to make 2012 just an outstanding success. So I'm happy to be here this morning to add my thanks to all of the sponsors who are on board again for the final year, and to each of the charities who've been identified. And I know that when we next celebrate, we'll be celebrating extraordinary success. Thank you.